Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's do a weekly close real quick. Congratulations, we have a new president. So I hope everyone's happy. A lot of work ahead. I'm open for less regulation across the board. So all this fake, it's fake economy, fake money, fake, everything's fake. And just tired of it. The fake wars. We've been at war. The first Gulf War, I remember going to war when I was a junior in high school. And so we've been at war since then. So basically, my whole adult life has been one war after another. So hopefully that stops. Besides, they're all fake. ISIS was funded and supported by President Obama and Hillary themselves, so, and not to mention McCain. So I'm just tired of it. I hope that things really change, like 100% just flip from fake to real. Real money, less fake. So here we go. The dollar. We spoke yesterday. We wanted its close. The market is not, the futures market is not closed, so you'll see little ticks running by, but we wanted to close, make sure we close 50% of that candle, which was previous high. Right now, this little red line is the price, and so far we're closing below previous highs, which is less than 50% of that candle, which in other words, momentum has dropped off and is carrying forward. We might catch a previous low here and bounce, as though this is a reverse head and shoulders, and it's holding the line so far. But we do want to close 50%, just as a general rule. So that's the daily. We're working off a whipsaw double top. Came across, broke down that chop channel, whipsawed across, bearish retrace into resistance, bearish retraced, popped and got rejected, and then now holding the line. We'll see what happens. It looks like the measured move is in on a daily, so it could turn around on that reverse head and shoulders bottom. So on a weekly close, closing into support. There's a previous high break. So it did what it's supposed to do. It's bullish. But watch out for previous low breaks, as always. S&P. Weekly close still up in there. Looks like a high level consolidation now. Not sure what it's doing, but let's see if we can find that reverse head and shoulders. Looks like it tried to break through today and got whipsawed, closing below the 8 again. So no sort of break yet. Dow Jones, looks like Dow Jones came out from the it was breaking down yesterday. Now it's back in. It is below the 8. So this might just be a retracement back into resistance. But it did break previous lows, came back in. So now we have a whipsaw right across the 34. So look for previous high breaks, as momentum could carry. But this thing's really top heavy. I mean, what do you got to do? If Trump is true to his word and wants to make everything great again, the Fed is going to have to stop printing so much money. Plus, they have a balance sheet error, missing $4 trillion for the year. Are you kidding me? who knows what's going on out there. And then John McCain wants $7 trillion for the next 5 years on the defense military spending. It's just, these guys are out of their minds. We're 20 trillion in debt. We need to start doing something different. I don't understand it. So we're back inside the pattern, closing above previous highs. It's going to be one of those things, but we do have a reverse head and shoulders over the top. So watch as this comes into resistance and just falls over, maybe. I'm calling it for a top. This fake economy, held up by fractional reserve banking and computers that skim off the top. NASDAQ looks heavy too, but it hasn't decided to turn around yet. It did put in a previous high break whipsaw, coming back in. I'm calling for a retracement back to support, but when that's going to happen, who knows? Had a pretty good day. So did the Dow. So did the S&P. Dollar did not, which is kind of weird. Everything was good except for the dollar. Have to figure that one out. I'm not too sure what is going on out there. What the other currencies are doing. So on the daily, so it made a pop, made a new high today, and then came back in. So it's above support level. So let's see if it'll want to keep going. Gold had a great day. Almost came up to previous highs. That's the daily. That reversal bar, the 2-bar reversal, we still need to take that out, but we have a whip, 2 whips right across the 8, holding support, and it makes me feel good that is holding. We had a pretty good run, and it came into support just nicely. But it's got to hold, and we did hold today. We're closing above the EMA 8 for a weekly close on the daily, and for the week, not so much a reversal bar anymore. So it popped and came back in. Nice. And then it closed it in a little bit. We still could see that rollover coming back into support. But I'm still waiting for that pop. A pop above the 13 into the next line of resistance, into previous lows. Consolidating right here, create that left and then the right shoulder right here. You never know what's going to happen. This thing can jump $100 and then consolidate above there. Then we're talking. So far today, as Trump was sworn in, it looks like Trump is good for gold. Good for gold. Good for silver. Let's check what day is it? It's the 20th. So we got a full week plus a couple days of trading left for the month. Let's see where we're at on that monthly chart. Silver's doing better. We need to get up in here on the monthly chart. One pop before the end of the month. Silver's already above previous highs. So silver's doing a lot better on that huge bullish retracement from last year's break, all the way up, all the way back in. A full tailored bullish retracement. Look for previous high breaks at 1718. 1850 is the mark. If we can blow through at 1850, I mean, previous lows are up in 26 range, so that'd be awesome. We're not too far from it. All we need to do is confirm this month the bullish retracement. That's all we need to do. Daily on silver. There's our reverse. Head and shoulders, popped, came in, popped, came in. Look for previous high breaks. Look for previous highs over here, and then into previous lows. Could get pretty violent. I mean, it's a 6-month trend line break, right? Let's see if we have an actual trend line break. Nope, not yet, but it's close, right? Watch for that trend line break. That's a 6 months, 8 months, whatever it is, trend line break. Breaking in the previous lows, breaking this previous high, all the way through 1850. Could get us another high rapidly. Very excited. Very excited. Well, silver weekly, let's just close that out. You can see the reverse head and shoulders. Let's get a pop up in here and then that shoulder up high. So we can use this shoulder. Right now we have a smaller head and shoulder. Break the previous highs, get into the next range, and then consolidate. That's what I'm looking for. But we got a pop above the 13 like I wanted to, but we also got the throwback. So the throwback can come all the way back in just like gold. So watch that, but it doesn't feel like it's done yet. And today, during the inauguration, I mean, things got pumping. So it's pretty exciting. Copper. Copper weekly is still bouncing off of the 8. And it's hovering. Hopefully it's not going to hover too much longer. Nice curve there. Nice U. Let's see if we can break previous high breaks on the next couple candles. Break previous highs. Got to hold previous highs as well. This previous high is support. Bitcoin. Looks like Bitcoin came down a little bit. Not too much. Not too much volatility going on there. But on the daily, you can see that reversal bar today. Nice. Could be knocking out a pretty good bottom right there. I imagine that this is going to have to breathe a little bit more. We got a left shoulder and a right shoulder now. Maybe it needs to breathe and come back. But I mean, it closed right in the pinch right there, below the 34 and above the 13. So I mean, pretty nice reversal bar. I mean, look how sweet that is. Look at that reversal bar. I mean, that's the one we need to take out on the upside. 906. Previous high break at 921. All the way up. But I mean, look how magnificent that candle reversal bars are. I mean, nothing wrong with them at all. Nothing like a free market. For the week, nice 1-2 punch coming in, holding its line right off the 8. Came back, came up, and ran. Closing above previous highs, 921. That's where it needs to be. Crude, looks like crude had just a tiny bit of bounce. Not much though. Crude is still lingering, and it's got to deal with this reversal bar off the top. So we have a higher high, higher low, and then a double top. And it's closing below previous high. So is this going to churn in, gather its legs one more time? It's pretty sluggish. Not much movement on that at all. Yeah, it looks like a bearish retracement back in. Look for previous low breaks on this. As it come down all the way to 50. I guess it's testing its previous break too. It's got to hold 53, otherwise it's coming down in the 50. Hopefully it'll change trend right there where it's at, but it doesn't look like it. You can see the breakdown, bearish retracement, and then the flat bottom break coming in. So it doesn't look good for crude. Shanghai Composite. Looks like that reversal bar held. Looks like it came into resistance and backed off, and then bam! Closing at resistance though, closing on its highs, so that's good. Nice reversal bar on the Shanghai Composite. Nice weekly close. Look at that. Bam bam. That's textbook. Take a previous high break. If it opens up, take a ride. You do have resistance at 3140, but with that momentum bar, you can wait. But pretty definitive reversal right there, right off the support. Bam. TNX looks like a bigger bearish retracement now on the weekly chart, as the daily is trying to get back above support, and it did. I'm confused. This is a green candle, but the close is below, so that should be red. Whatever. I guess it's just a glitch, or I'm mistaken of what I'm looking at. I can't quite tell. But that's a green candle, and it's closing on its lows, so that should not be a green candle. It should be another. Should be another reversal bar over the. I'm not sure what's going on there. But it did whip over the 34 and then whipped right over the 34. And then it had two reversal bars now over the top. So is it going to keep running? Looks like a bearish retracement on the weekly. Nikkei did break down, but it recovered nicely on a weekly. Nice reversal. Daily. Daily still looks like a bearish retracement. Bearish retracement coming back out into support. See what happens with that. For the week, nice reversal. Pretty nice. That line is real steep. See how it just went right through it? Came all the way back up. But we're working with a double top. Came all the way back down. Looks like about 68% of the candle, maybe. Found support somewhere. Where is that support? I guess right in here. And it's closing above previous high over here. Still looks top heavy. We're still working with a double top, although that's a nice reversal. Weekly, coal, still having some, it's just bouncing off that bottom. The longer it stays at this bottom, the more chance it's going to come across. So we are working with a whipsaw negation. Bam, came out back in. And now it's consolidating over the 34. Not sure what's going to do. Looks like the 8 resistance is turning over. So let's see what happens. On the daily though, that looks pretty bullish. That double bottom. And then the pop above there and came back in, closing at the support line. So I might have to change my weekly outcome because of this nice J curve coming across. I would say in the next couple candles, this thing goes boop. So I'll take a gather when it gets there. Deutsche Bank is still bullish. I don't know what the heck's going on with these. This is the ultimate globalist bank right here. And it was bullish today. It's got to hold that line. Reverse head and shoulders off the top. It's trying to break through. Let's see if this is a bottom or not. On the weekly, it looks like it's a little top heavy. Ooh, looking pretty ominous hanging man. Aside from that little wick on top, that is a hanging man trading action at a top. Tried to break above previous highs and got rejected for the week. Gotta be bearish on that. Look for previous high breaks, but this candle has to be confirmed. I'm guessing reverse head and shoulders coming back into support. I'm not sure yet. Nothing is broken down. Plus the Dow got saved. Let's take a look at AG. AG's back into support one more time for a weekly close. That left shoulder, right shoulder. That could be a quick U right there. Let's look at it on a daily. Nasty reversal there. Came back into support, bounced. I'm surprised this didn't close better above that EMA 8 like gold and silver did. Still bullish on silver and gold. So let's see how this comes out. Left. And the right shoulder needs to complete. Flat top breaks. Take a ride. CLF. Looks like it didn't hold support. Came through. And did it close the gap? Looks like a double bottom. But that's still a bullish retracement. Anything could happen. And it did hold the line. So I'm guessing a reversal on Monday morning. Some kind of candle that goes green all the way up. For the weekly. Held support. I don't know. Weekly closed below the EMA 8. That's not good. Maybe it does need to consolidate. I got support at the EMA 13. So maybe it'll come down to 8. Pretty good run though. GDX. You can see the pop across at 13 on the weekly. Beautiful. Hopefully this will be our left shoulder. Now this left shoulder is broken. Hopefully we can get a pop and then a reverse. Looks like it's going to be a nice, beautiful reverse head and shoulders, whatever it's going to do. GDXJ across the 13, closing above the 13. Now we got support, weekly support coming in. Looks like it tried to break into previous lows. Look for any kind of a pullback. Anything could happen. This could always come back in. Nugget. Closing above the 13. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Broke previous highs. Looks like on Nugget. Nice. We got previous lows at 12. So watch resistance. JNUG. JNUG. Close above previous highs. I'm looking for a pop on these things. Got a reverse head and shoulders down here. I ended up buying it this morning, took a ride. Ended up selling at resistance, the gap. So that worked out pretty well for me. Just a small swing, coming back into support. Hopefully it doesn't have to come all the way back in. But all in all, good trade for me because I screwed up royally the day before. Not thinking at all. One stock that I was paying attention to, which doesn't have a lot of volume, so be careful. But I'm looking at this for long-term. There it is. That cross consolidation pop came back into support. Look for previous high breaks on this thing. Eurasian Minerals. Not a lot of volume, but watch for volume as it has dropped off. And consolidations usually drop off on the volume if I'm not mistaken. So look for a volume break. Take a previous high volume break. Make sure you got some volume on the break. Previous highs. You got a previous high here at 122. Could go all the way up to 163.75. Previous high breaks all the way up to 3. Once it breaks 3, there's no telling what it'll do. But nice monthly cross and bullish retracements. Follow that 8 all the way up. URRE came back in. We're going to look this on a weekly. My monthlies are not good on this one. So it came into resistance and backed off. Let's see where support is. We got support down here. So we had a double top. We had a gap and run. We had a double bottom. Came back across and then closed in. I got support in, and let's take that 13 down into, yeah, about 2. 2 has been the support this whole time after the break. And it did come back into the 2 already, so maybe this is coming and building. Buy the dips on any kind of bullish trend. You always want to buy the dips. URREs. One of my favorite charts. This is uranium. Looks like it did bust out, and it is coming into support. You can see the support over here. So support's got a hold. This one, again, low volume. I don't recommend it, but they sure are fun to, you know, put a couple dimes in there. You never know. It's at resistance right now on the monthly. I'm watching this one very closely, which that chart's not making any sense there, but there you go. Look at that long trend line breaking. I'm watching this one closely. They changed the name, and I think they changed the business from software to Echo something. You can look up on the news. I don't know, but it's a hemp company, and I guess they bought 140 acres to grow hemp on, something crazy like that. So break the trend. It is a multi-year trend. The longer the trend break, the bigger the move. We got previous lows over here. Now it's very scattered trading everywhere. But a break on the upside on this, I'm watching it. Look at the volume come in on that bullish retracement. Consolidation over the 34. You can see the pop, come back in, pop, and then now the U. And all three averages are right there. So it's a perfect pinch for price just to bust out. So I'm watching that one. It's a nice chart. NAK. Oh, here's my little crazy drawing. I don't know what I was doing. Looks like it closed back in, but it was up here. It was at its highs at one point. I thought it did close at its highs, but I guess not. So it's holding above previous highs. That's good. You can see the that's where my drawing came in. And now you got the flat top break. The cup and handle. Look at that flat top break. Bam. So there you go. Oops. GFI. GFI is still doing its thing. Oh yeah, I'm surprised that VGZ didn't go yet. But it's in its pattern. Weekly close. It's got that nice J curve on that 8. And I'm expecting a pop. It doesn't always happen all at once. Besides, this is a weekly chart, and it could take weeks before it gets above that 34. But going to be a nice pop across the 34. I mean, it's probably going to run with the rest of them. But this is one of the ones that traded sideways consolidation. It didn't break down and then have to make a measured move and then climb. This thing's ready. I mean, I'm going to be watching this one closely and that other new hemp stock. Those are my two favorite stocks coming up. I didn't look at everything, but those two caught my eye pretty well. And then GFI. Looks like it's saved by the bell, closing above the 8 on the daily. And same as ever, popped and came back in a little bit. Holding support at the 13. Very nice. Like it. Nice. Looks like a reverse head and shoulders on 3 times inverse gas. Got a little pop today. Pretty nice. Closing above 4. Hold as support. Hold 4 as support. That looks pretty good for a run. Looks like it's primed and ready. You can see the pinch. I mean, the averages all closing in on each other as the main trend comes down and pinches price in between. So then it pops. Looks like long is short. Look for previous low breaks on the long side. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. I mean, just follow the same patterns as gold and silver on your mining stocks, or excuse me, the JNUG, Nugget, GDX, GDXJ, and just follow along with them, just like AG is following along, GFI is following along. They all have the same kind of patterns working right now. Closing above the 13 on the weekly. Beautiful. That's my weekly closes. Buy me a cup of coffee here. Donate if you can. If you like these videos, appreciate it. Greatest compliment in the world is getting that little notice by PayPal. So thank you for everyone that's donated. I really appreciate you guys, and I drink a lot of coffee, so help a brother out. That's it, guys. Follow me on Steemit, and please share, like, and comment. I appreciate it.